Hi everyone, this is Crypto Layman. Today I just want to have a quick rant about how Nebra have been messing around with all their customers. Now the reason for this video is I've tried to raise my concerns and ask questions on the Discord group of Nebra, but I've been constantly getting shot down by their so-called representatives who are not actually members of the Nebra team but are community members, and they just shoot people off who try and raise a complaint or ask Nebra a question or for updates about their delivery schedule and why they haven't been able to keep up their promises and why they have messed up so greatly. So just to give you a little bit of background, as many of you are probably already aware, Nebra has been taking pre-orders for the HNT hotspot for the indoor and the outdoor hotspots since the beginning of this year. So on their delivery updates, as you can see here, batch 1, which was going to consist of 26th of January to the 9th of February orders, it was due to be shipped out in the beginning of, in March. They didn't specify whether it was beginning or end of March, and the outdoor was supposed to ship out in April. Now we can understand there is a pandemic and everything else going on, so obviously there are component shortages, there are logistics issues and everything else. I totally understand that. Things do happen. However, if you read this update that they provided with a beautiful Nebra hotspot photo on the top, and if you see the date on this was the 19th of March 2021. So my complaint is pure and simple. I just want to know why Nebra haven't kept on top of updating their customers. That is what annoys me the most about this. Now delays, as we know, as I've said previously, can happen. We live in a world that's quite complicated, especially with the pandemic and everything else. I totally understand that, and I'm sure people out there will understand that as well. That being the logistics side of things being aside, there is a very basic requirement from the vendor or a company. When you buy something, the customer has a set expectation that they want to be updated. And Nebra, my video here is that Nebra have miserably failed and let all their customers down at updating their customer base. Now, the last update that we had about the hotspots shipping and the FCC testing on their Discord pins was dated the 24th of April. Today is the 4th of May. Since then, there hasn't been any updates. Now, what they say is, oh yeah, there are Chinese, holidays from the 1st to the 5th of May in China, and once those holidays are over, the first batch is going to be shipped out. But what you must remember is, even if they ship it out, which is a big if, that does not mean that you will get your hotspot miner in the next couple of weeks. What they've completely failed to mention to all their customers is the fact that Nebra, who are based in the United Kingdom, have representatives in North America, which is Parley Labs, and another representative for mainland Europe. I don't remember their name now. Now, those are the outlets who will be acting as product distributors. Now, all the production and manufacturing, as we know, is being carried out in China. So once the units are shipped out of China, once batch 1, say, is shipped out by the end of this week from China, it is not going straight to the individual customers. That batch is going to be sent to the distributor. For the UK customer, it will be Nebra's head office or their warehouse or whatever setup or building they may have. For Europeans customers, it will be their European distributors office, and for North America it will be Parley Labs office. So once that all of that is done, once the first batch ships out, it will go to those distributors, who will then probably put some stickers on and do some fancy bits with those packaging, and then eventually start rolling those products out to individual customers. Now, that will inevitably add further waiting times for the order delivery. That being said, the big question is, if the units are being manufactured in China and they're not yet ready to be shipped out because the FCC testing needs to be done and all the certifications need to be done and all of that, what is actually keeping the Nebra team in the United Kingdom so busy that they cannot update their customers about what exactly is going on in terms of the production of these hotspots? I don't understand that. And as I said previously, every time I try and ask a question on Discord, I get shot down by these trolls who just have one thing to say, which is, oh, if you're not unhappy, if you want to ask too many questions, if you can't understand, if you can't wait, just cancel your order. Now, I would cancel my order, but like most people, I'm in a bit of a pickle. If I cancel my order and say, for instance, for argument's sake, order a Bobcat miner, 2 days later once I got the refund, Bobcat's delivery schedule and delivery estimates have now increased from 12 to 20 weeks. Now, at least Bobcat are being transparent and saying, right, look, we may be, struggling in future to source these particular microchips or antennas or other components. So in order to address that, we need to calculate a realistic delivery time. So we are going to tell our customers to manage their expectations that we will deliver from between 12 and 20 weeks. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they will actually take 12 to 20 weeks. If they get those components earlier, it may be within 10 weeks, 12 weeks, 14 weeks, but that's a contingency time period. At least what they're doing right is they are managing their customers' expectations. And that is where Nebra have miserably failed. They have miserably failed. The team on Discord does not know anything. They do not reply. They haven't been updating anything. They are okay for the laughs and giggles, but they actually do not tell you anything. All they say is update coming soon. Now, please, 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 you are playing with people's money. You have cashed in and you have not delivered. Please take this a bit more seriously if you want to survive in this space, or else companies that are not serious about these things actually perish very, very quickly. So that is my rant. I needed to get this off my chest. Thank you for listening, and please, please, please try and avoid Nebra as a vendor. By extension, that will mean Parley Labs, even though it's not their own fault, because Nebra are their flagship, and Parley Labs or their European distributor might actually be quite decent companies. By extension and being by association with Nebra are dragging them down as well. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. That's my rant over. Thank you for being patient, and I do apologize for this lengthy rant. But I think it was due, and somebody needs to be able to tell them that they can't mess people around like they are, and they need to meet customer expectations. Anyhow, thank you very much for listening to me and for staying tuned. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. If you like the content, please smash the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm to recommend this video to other people, and it is immensely helpful. Thank you very much once again, and I will speak to you soon.